Dr. Toyland.
Okay, so today we're going to check out the Neca 7-inch Phantom figure from the Defenders of the Earth. Now he comes here with Zuffy, his cool little critter. Now when I saw this guy in the store, I saw him with Flash Gordon. I knew the characters, didn't know what they were from, looked it up. It's actually a really kind of cool, obscure-ish cartoon from the 80s. Never saw it as a kid. I don't recall seeing it, even though it was right during the time that I was watching all that stuff. So it's on YouTube. You can watch it. It's actually pretty good. Not a bad cartoon, right? So they came out with these super cool figures, and I did a video on the Flash Gordon one, but I'll show you that in comparison with him as well. So first, we're going to look at the Phantom here, looking all purpley and fun, right? So comes up with his fancy little gun. He's got his rings, which is a nice touch. They didn't just give him generic hands. His face is kind of cool. He's got some 5 o'clock shadow going on there. Yeah, just a really cool looking Phantom figure. Got a pretty good articulation. The joints do stick a little bit, so you're gonna have to heat that up probably to get them moving. The Zuffy figure is awesome and moves surprisingly well. I mean, it's got jointed arms and a head that can roll and jointed legs. I mean, this thing is very articulated for such a tiny little critter. But, like all cool 80s cartoons, this was the cool 80s comic relief. Here he is, Zuffy. Where she is, I don't really know. The Phantom comes with an alternate hand with a hole where the ring would be firing some of the blast effects, like this one. Goes right in there and fires that bad boy. This one goes on the gun, this little guy, and so does this one. They fit right onto the gun, so it looks like you can blast some shots off. Now you can see, actually I don't know if you can see, but on the, let me see if we can get this down a little bit. The board right there, you see some flakes. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but that's okay. Like most issues I've had with these NECA figures is that the paint just falls off, like especially like this weird, this just flaked off right there as I was moving it around. So I don't know why they'd make the hands like this that were in a darker color that they needed to paint with a flesh colored paint that I guess wasn't sealed or however they did it. Because when you move these joints, as you can see, the paint just flakes off, and that kind of sucks. So I guess it looks great in the package, but when you have practical applications and you're posing it and you're doing things with it, it's it's gonna flake, and it's kind of crummy when you're spending money on a figure and you want it to look cool, and then it starts flaking and being stupid, right? So anyway, here he is next to the Flash Gordon figure from the same line, and they both look really cool. I did another video on the newer Flash Gordon, like the retro card release one, like that was similar to the old late 70s action figure line. I like that figure a little better, and looks like they fixed some of the issues that I had with these guys. But these guys are awesome, definitely worth picking up. They pose super cool. They just look epic in any pose they're in. They just stand there, they're like, I don't know, epic. I don't know. So.
I ruined your sandwich.
All right, so this is yeah, check him out, have fun. Hopefully it doesn't chip on you.
Dr. Toyland.